Order filled.
What's up, guys? We're back. Hold on. Trying to make trades here. It took me forever to get everything loaded up. We're going. I was shorting. I'm closing out some shorts. Sorry about that. Woo! Trying to get in here on some trades, baby. Hold on. We're still not fully back internet-wise, but we're still getting it going. We won't finish it until tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Sorry. They're still in the middle of getting all the wiring done. And the guy had to leave today. He's gonna have to come back tomorrow, but like I keep unhooking all my computer stuff. Like essentially unhooking everything so I can get behind it, and I just finally piece everything back together, but it's having an impossible time getting everything loaded back up, so gotta sync it. Like basically I'm still on the Wi-Fi again, and tomorrow we'll be fully hardwired with the walls finished up and all that. I have my laptop downstairs doing work, which is kind of nice. Oh my god. What a rush today. Did I get MHP on the long side? No. No. Remember my trade from last week when I was trying to short this? This is the one. Told you I was right. Ain't buying anything today. Guys, what's up? I'm back. Oh my god, let me get everything started here. So thank you for being patient today. Hold up, let me get everything running up in here. Done. Thank you guys for being patient. I love y'all to death. Okay, hold on. Oops. How are y'all doing? Welcome back. I know y'all missed me. It's been a rough week. Don't forget that. Smash that like button really quick. Might be the smallest stream we've ever had this year. Hold on. I got some news, guys. Some news about the challenge account. All right. I'm reading all the comments in chat. You know what I'm saying? Reading all the comments in chat. Oh, it sucks. Well, your suspicions are true, guys. I have to tell you. I blew up my challenge account. It's really sad, but it happened. Blew it up to the fucking moon. Made back what I lost. I told you I was right about the fucking short. Gotta listen to me. Don't doubt me. I was right. I was just early. I told y'all that. Now, if the internet books, I'm still on Wi-Fi. I had y'all, didn't I? I'm still at the little bit under the 300 mark, but tried to make some trades yesterday and still got it wrong. Just small trades though, from my laptop. And then, but I got it right, made it back, so we good. There it is, $99,918 today. Literally, I made it sub 200. Trying to short, and I'm back. Now, I know that I'm right. I knew that I was right. I just know I was early. Now, hold on. Let's just wait. I think we're still going down today. And I'm not... Hold on. This guy going here. All right. I think we're still going down. I have since closed out some of this, but I'm ready to take MHP short again. I can run a business on Wi-Fi. I know. Well, I mean, we just bought a house, so it's kind of like, you know... Like, it didn't come wired. So the office is upstairs. Or the upstairs is bedrooms, right? And the bedrooms didn't come pre-wired. Everything else, like modern houses, this is the whole thing. You go buy a house that's built in 2025, 2024. They don't really wire the house as much as they used to. Everything's all Wi-Fi these days. This is the state of the modern world. Internet's still, I know, well, we're back on the Wi. The thing is that they have to, it's very complex. Because they got to get wires in a really weird part of the house. The guy's also doing a lighting project with us. He's prioritizing this, but he's like, he came out on an emergency to try to get it done. He's busy in another job, and he's not fully dedicated until Thursday. So he came out to try to like quickly whip it up, but they couldn't finish. And so like this morning he was like, guys, I can't make it, you know, and I was like, that's totally fine. So I hooked everything back up and I'm on Wi-Fi one more day, but tomorrow I had the wires completely finished. So it'll be good. Just hang in there. Like I said, it's Wi-Fi for one more day. I didn't change the internet yet. No, not yet. I'm still on the Wi-Fi for one more day. One more day, hopefully. I know. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I was double checking. I wish I would have held for a little bit longer to lower DD. That was kind of what I was going to do, but I did close my short at MHP. All right, one more day. We need a song. It's called Hold On for One More Day. I knew we needed a catalyst to spark everything. Liquidity crisis still here. I told y'all that. People down on me. Shut the fuck up. I saw somebody in chat that was like, don't worry, don't watch Matt trade, just be here for the giveaways. That was really funny. That's a one-way ticket to being banned for life from the giveaways, though. Whew. Out of breath, running up and down. I told you, yeah, I told y'all liquidity crisis was here when Bitcoin is selling, gold is selling. The index is still going to be selling. I was right. I was just early. You kicked that guy? LOL. Downside target. Like a bigger downside target? 24,927. Basically like a DD band, give or take. On MHP, I might tap it one more time in a second, or like inside of here, I'm gonna jump back in with the moderate position and keep shorting it. I know we're spotty again. I had to rig the Wi-Fi back up, but by tomorrow, yeah, our electrician was booked. He has a job that he's working on that he'll finish tomorrow. But he's like, all right, I'm gonna come out, you know, early and try to, but before I have to go over there, I'm gonna try to get it done. And they came out here, and it was just too complicated for them to get it finished. And so he can't make it today to finish, so we're still in pieces. But we should be done by tomorrow. What happened to challenge count? You missed it? Oh man, I lost everything. Just kidding. I made 100,000. I lost like 90K, then I made 90K, 99K. Well, 90K plus a little bit more. I lost maybe like 20 yesterday or something. Again, trying to take the short, but today I got it again. Like I said, this market is toast. I'm not wrong. I was just early. I told y'all, let me cook. Y'all never let me cook. I go on a freaking, somebody said, I saw somebody in chat said Matt goes on a 3-month win streak, and on one losing day, on his first losing day, Ray flips the fuck out. You know what I mean? Market's toast for how long? For the rest of the month. For the rest of the month. Maybe at least until NVIDIA earnings. The chat got more emotional than Matt losing. Whatever. Yeah. Listen. I don't lose my cool because I know I'm really good at this. I never lose my cool. Doesn't bother me. And sorry if the internet's still spotty. One more day of Wi-Fi, you guys. And our electrician has promised by tomorrow it'll be wrapped up. So he tried his hardest to get it done in the small amount of time he had yesterday. I was able to get the Wi-Fi, like I had the Wi-Fi hooked up for my funded TV to jump on that just to kind of make sure I didn't leave you guys hanging all day, but it's the same short from the other day, just this time it's actually working, so we're about the same place. Give her not the same, a little bit higher. So yeah, no, like I told you guys, like just y'all watch my stream on Monday. I go, I'm not wrong. I'm just early. I told y'all that. And my thesis is solid. There's no way I'm wrong. Here, like here, I tried shorting like here and then just lost like whatever it was. But by the time the internet cut out, it was probably around lunchtime, give or take. So I think it was like here. So I shorted, I was down 90, and I shorted, I'm up 100. So like I said, we're going down to 617, probably over the next couple of days. So today I'm gonna wait for 206, and at 206 I'm gonna fucking hit it hard again with 50 contracts, okay? And I'm gonna make $600,000 in 2 trades between today and tomorrow. Okay, I'll make 600. I'll get almost to the million. Already done the calculation. Okay. So today, here, down to there. I have a habit of being early. When it comes to trying to reverse the market, timing, ask Michael Berry, it took him 2 years to make $1 billion trade. Took some heat for a little bit. I took some heat for a day and a half. It's all right. Not bad, right? Not bad with all things being considered. Like I said, I'm really good at this. I'm the best traders you guys know. Been doing this for a while. I waited until here, after all of this, to finally say, back in December here, I said rip bull market. Remember I made that post, rip bull market, which was a testament to what was happening. And here I said, I'm finally bearish. This is the first time. I've been a perma bull since October 2022, and then I paused right around December. And then we jumped back in. I was bullish buying calls right here, and right here. And then now I said I'm finally bearish. Look, I'm always a day late to the bear party, pretty much. That's why it doesn't bother me when people run their mouths. It's people that run their mouths from the poorhouse, from their fucking cubicles, commuting to work and shit. Those are the people that have things to say. Nothing personal if that's you. That's most people. That's most critics. That's the person in the nosebleeds yelling at LeBron on how he should shoot the ball. It's all right. Don't worry about it. God, Matt, why are you doing this? Why are you not following? Why are you not doing this? You have yes, sir. Oh, my TPS reports. Oh, I'm sorry, boss. Yeah, I'll have them out. I'll have them to you by 10. I'm sorry. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, that's just YouTube. I was scrolling things for work. That's not a YouTube channel for day trading. No, sir. No, sir. I'm a hardworking employee at this company. The CPS reports will be on your, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 10 a.m. They'll be on your, anyways, why do you follow, why you do fucking trades, Matt? That's what it's like in the champion shoes, baby. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, that's how it's like. Anyways, let's get 100K. Am I still negative from shorting early? No. Yes. A little bit. But still, we're hitting it. Okay, look, negative res, negative arb. That's the resistance, okay? That's it. We popped it here. I'm gonna load back up. And if we close below DD band, we're cooked, okay? Same thing here, negative res. We're losing MHP on Apple. I'm sorry, MHP on NVIDIA. We've got, I've now marked it. I kind of reformulated my chart so I can watch some more stuff. My little 4x4 here. I've got VIX, Bitcoin, and gold all together just to watch. The moment you get all three of them selling, the market's toast. Liquidity crisis. So the market's gonna freak out when all three of them are selling. And that's what I said, and I'm waiting for all that to happen. So today at the peak at yellow line, I just popped a short down to lower DD band, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm taking it in stages right now. So I'm gonna get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. I'm not gonna hold it to ride. I'm gonna be a little more riding the waves just to squeeze out a little bit more juice in the lemon. I don't think it's gonna fall straight down, but it's possible. Contemplate leaving a 5 contract or 10 contract runner just in case, but I'm gonna fully disengage and pop it again at 220 just to test. Wherever we get there. Can you tell when did resilience turn negative today? Right out the door, probably about like 30 minutes in. Yeah. That's when I jumped in, like immediately. Once I had negative resilience on NASDAQ and negative resilience on S&P, dude, I fired off a 40 contract short NASDAQ from here to here. So that's it. Which is what I wanted, which is what I was doing on Monday. I was just early. Just from here. I was just early. It's walking its way down. When you see this pattern, guys, it walks its way down. Look. So we're not going to be greedy today like it's falling straight down. It's walking its way down. Do you see the path it's walking? Does everybody see the path that it's walking? You'll see it? Markets just don't fall. They bounce like a bounce ball going down the steps. It hits 1 step, 2 step, 4 step, 8 step. Right? You were a kid, roll the bounce ball down your stairs when you were a kid. Start skipping steps as it builds up momentum and acceleration. Gravity. Bounce, 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 right? It's a bounce ball going down the stairs. The best way to think about it. So, remember, don't short at lows. Whatever you want, you're gonna get. I want this. I also want this. I missed you too. Building position for long. Long is a good trade. In shorting environments, longs are still really good trades. Let's look at monthly maps real quick. This might be the smallest stream I've ever had, guys. Hit the like button. Gonna get the numbers up a little bit. What is this? Monthly maps. We have lost the key level on NASDAQ. Key monthly map resistance today is going to be 150, 160, give or take. Hold on. Yeah, like 155. Okay. Still like bullish-ish-ish. And NASDAQ, the greater bear market pivot is here. Let's just put a text note here. I say greater bear market when I'm talking about greater. My brain is not even thinking right. Monthly maps, bear zone top. Okay. Let's make that gray. I apologize if the internet's still cutting out again. I'm on Wi-Fi for one more day till they finish this up. S&P is should be in a better spot. And we'll look at COT in a minute. S&P is clean. If we lose, what's it, 69.40. S&P is still clean and bullish-ish. All right, let's let this 69.40. Oh, dude, it's all right here at the same spot. Okay. Uh, 99,000 up? No, that's not correct. That's a lie. It's not 99,000, guys. It's like 99,000 plus whatever the fuck that is too. Was that another, I don't know, 5, 12, 20, 24, 9, 33, 34, 35, 3, 36, 43. So that's like 130K today, something like that. Yes, sir. Like 130K day. Sorry about that. Oh, let me cook. Listen. Gordon Ramsay gotta warm up the pan first before you put the steak on, you know what I'm saying? Don't cook your steak on a cold pan. Internet, dude, they're running wires in the house to hardwire the internet. Miss you too, Van. Just the way that it goes. Trans community legitimately changed your life, Brando. Much love for you too. Appreciate it, man. All right, we're gonna be a little chill here. Gonna wait. Like I said, whatever you want, you're gonna get. That's how bear markets work. Just wait, baby. Let me get a good screenshot of all this. Whoop. What? Oh, I need to get up my... Let's load up with some... I'm going to do giveaway really quick. Well, we'll have some fun in a little bit. Hold on. Let me get everything loaded up here. Said I had to load everything up from start. One of the hardest challenges this morning was to actually get my lights on. That was the weirdest thing. Because, it's up, lights are on Wi-Fi, so like to get the lights synced up. It's so weird how the control panel for Elgato lighting works. It's all done on Wi-Fi. So you connect to the lights via the Wi-Fi network, and it took forever to get them to be recognized. That was half of the battle this morning. I love you guys too. Thanks for being here. Oh, you're so great. All right, let me get commitment traders. So yeah, we had, right, non-farm news, blah, blah, blah. Non-farm was good and markets sold off. We know the drill. Market's looking for any reason it can. Liquidating at highs, it could just tell the general sentiment of people is to get out of the way of this stuff. Okay, so COT, economic calendar, blah, blah, blah. And ChatGPT. All right, let's actually see what the title of the stream should be. Oh no, Ascendi, don't remove his comment. He was being sarcastic. He's a good person. Anybody that has green text, don't be like, just assume they're friends. Yeah, he is just being friendly, being funny. Yeah, everyone's saying not fair is a stream quote. When somebody said not fair when I did something, they were like, Matt, not fair. 136. Okay, that's good. Good deal. Looks like my mental math was still there. My brain's not mush yet. Right, whatever I want, I'm gonna get. Let's see what we get there now. Okay, ARB is about 40. We're running all the way up to close on QQQ. Now we are holding at MHP, which is hard to bet on MHP break, but if I hit the close with negative res, this is a short op at yellow, and then this is a short op at yellow here. Question is, do I want to try for half gap, or I want to hit it off the pivot there? Dude, I'm so worried that this goes like this. It goes, right? My thesis is good though. Yellow or bust. That's it. Y'all see my tweet this morning? I was trying to bait some trolls. Like I blew up my account today. The fucking moon. You have to understand, as a product of the environment, all I'm doing is spinning my wheels. I'm not losing, I'm not winning. Well, I'm winning a little bit. But the market is not moving up or down. It's just moving sideways. And so half the people in the stream forget when the market moves up, I bank. When market moves down, I bank. When market is flat, I'm flat. Like, this is kind of how it goes. Y'all watch too much junk. Y'all watch too much trash TV to think that people make money every single day, all the time. I haven't been from like here to here. I haven't been losing money. I've been making a little bit. Just imagine here, my P&L was like this for all of last year, and then right now my P&L is like this. People are freaking the fuck out right here, like the world's come to an end or something. It confuses me. It'll confuse me sometimes. I'm smacking on the Magos. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all have been watching the stream like, Matt, you're not trading with your rules, Matt this, Matt that. Listen, y'all are so hypnotized by the fucking gurus of this world that thinks the market's gonna listen to your rules 24/7. Sometimes the market's just gonna smack a bull pivot and die, and smack a bear pivot and die. It's not, nothing's 100%. Sometimes the market's gonna be a more of a fundamental mover rather than a technical one. This is a fundamental mover. Strong, awesome bull market doesn't matter if hedge fund A is in a margin call because of gold. They're gonna sell everything and it's gonna hit your pivot and smash through, and hit your pivot and smash through it, right? The point being is that, you know, you're not gonna have perfect trading 24/7. Gotta be careful. Who put you in timeout? Yeah, I think the mods are just being a little eager to swing the hammer. You're out of timeout, so you're good. Yeah, he was making a meme to be funny. So yeah, his comment was hilarious. Not fair. It's being funny. Am I gonna short again? Yeah. Well, not from here. From higher. Yeah, from higher. Not chasing this. Remember, in sell-off markets, whatever you want, you're gonna get. As a matter of fact, I actually want to get that. To be real with y'all. I could probably flip to the long side. Darb is positive, so we are possibly popping another 20 points from here, which puts us above the open. So I would say that maybe today, let's let it do its thing. I don't feel like we're gonna crash today. I've convinced myself to hold off on shorting from here. I don't think it's as aggressive as I thought. I'm watching VIX. It might try to rally for the day and stay inside of here. So you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm done shorting today. We're gonna wait and see what happens tomorrow. If I close right here in a red candle, if we close here or worse, tomorrow is the completion of the move. Okay. Today is not the completion of the move. I'm convinced. Save Ascendi. Ascendicity. How do I say it? Ascendancy. Oh, that one sounds cooler when I actually sound it out. Okay, remember, if we close red today, then tomorrow probably is the completion if we lose MHP and it's going to die to retrace all of this, right? Like I said, let me cook down to here. 24.6. This, if I hit it with 40 contracts, is $400,000. Okay. I'll get, like I said, the million challenge is an aggressive trading challenge. And I'm almost waiting to cancel because I'm tired of explaining myself to people. I've been doing trading challenges since 2016. I am the challenge guy. I've been doing challenges on stream rather than just trading. The most boring time on my stream was when I had $1 million+ in a trading account. And I used to trade it for 5 to 6 figures a day. This is like 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. People didn't really flock to the stream. But when I did 5K to 50K, the stream doubled in size. I realized people love to see me accomplish something, not just make money. It's now, again, remember, in the streaming world, you have echelons of streamers. You have like a bunch of people. You have like the new, say like the new people starting here, like they have like, you know, 50 or less viewers. You have the average people that have maybe like 500 or less viewers here. You have people at the top that can maintain 1,000+ in the futures world, right? Anybody in here can just prop trade and make a little bit of money and have a little bit of a following. But people at the top have to do something gimmicky and fun to stay at the top. There's a whole different ball game to be up here, to not be here. Pat does this theatrics, you know, like everyone does something, their shtick to get them up here. Something that stands out, right? The challenge thing, that's what you guys liked. That's what everybody liked. Now I did want to short 206 to fade it out, but today I'm not convinced. When we lose 206 tomorrow, I'm convinced. Today I'm convinced that it's going to try to fight its way up and stay here. If we close here by the end of the day, it's dead tomorrow. Remember, we got CPI on Friday too, right? So the challenge thing was extremely important to like the growth of the stream. And when I started doing prop account challenges, it even blew up even faster. Like, hey guys, watch me go live with Tradeify on stream. That's the only prop I've ever done on stream. And well, that plus the ETF competition, I did that on stream, which is technically a prop. And that, I mean, people just, you know, they loved it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do challenges. I'm like, almost like, should I just can the challenge? Because you guys are freaking the fuck out. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all are. Y'all are freaking out like what I'm doing with my money. Like, come on now. Look, I explain it every single day. It's a challenge with rules. It was hard enough to do the random challenge. It's hard fucking enough to explain the rules of that every single day. Someone's like, I don't understand. Why is he shorting? It just never, the message never comes across. So allow me to repeat. Here's the challenge. Starting with 100K. It is a account partitioning challenge, which my normal trading is if I have an amount in the account, I'll allow myself to double it, take that out. Double it, take that out. Have it in a day, put it back in. Allow myself to lose half of the balance in a day. I can choose that. For everybody out there that sat in fucking portables in elementary school, sniffing glue while the rest of the normal kids were going to regular school, we learned actual math. And that's not 50% of your trading account. That's 50% of your portion of your trading account. That's like saying if you lose 100% of a $2,000 options trade that you lost 100%. No, you lost 2% if it's a 100K account. You partition your trade to have fixed risk. You not partition my account to have fixed risk. It is a risk management technique that I teach in the boot camp that I'm practicing live on stream. So this challenge is a slight modification of that. Instead of doubling in half, I'm going to 10x before I half. More aggressive, which means I'm going to trade big. I'm allowing myself at any given time to lose 50% of the available balance for the sake of aggressively growing to 10x just to do something legendary, because I'm running out of shit to do. I'm winning every other thing I'm doing. I'm winning contests. Won 2 trading contests last year. The minute I got into the Robbins Cup, about a month later, I was like 4th place. I mean, I'm like, okay. I decided I'm gonna go live in every major prop firm I'm trading. I went live in 3, about to be 5 prop firms, about to go live and take profit. About to go live in Funded X. So I'm just like, okay, I'm running out of stuff to do. Let's legendary stuff. Everyone out there swinging for the fence with $1 million payouts with Apex, which is like gimmicky shit. Okay, well that's kids play. I'm gonna go swing at the fence with $1 million in a real account to be the first doing that right now. It's all just for views and for engagement. Like, it's just what it is. And it's to give you guys a journey. If I was gonna seriously try to take 100K to $1 million bucks, that's a multi-year journey following regular risk management rules. No, I'm swinging for the fence just like anyone else streaming, for the views, for the engagement. It's getting old having to answer those questions all the time. Y'all watch me just be a normal good trader. I went on a 3-month winning streak last September till October, till November, whatever. And I lose a day, single day. So yeah, that's the real point of this. To swing for the fence to get $1 million bucks in a month or less. Why not? Like, I know I can do it. It'd be fun to do it. It'd be legendary to do it. Got all these, like I said, all these kids out there swinging for $1 million Apex payouts, child's play. It's kiddie play. Yeah, it's good. It's some good money. You lose a lot of the taxes and all your resets and all the, split and everything. Not bad. You're gonna take home about half of that, maybe a little bit more if you're good. What I'm gonna do with a real account. You know what I'm saying? It's just to compete with my friends. All my friends are out there streaming, doing their own little gimmicks. This is my little gimmick. Instead of going out there and starting beef with people or doing 20x Apex copy trades, this is my way of doing it. When I take a live 5K to 50K, I've done it. I've streamed that twice. I remember one time specifically was February of 2019. I remember it was the first time I did 5K to 50K. Because I remember I did it in 10 days, and this is before micros were a thing. So was it, wait, maybe 2018, not 2019. I get the year wrong. I think it's 2019. It was before micros were invented. So you had to trade minis. So it was like you're either going to bust that 5K or you were going to, in a single trade or not. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're tired of me having to explain it, right? There's 2 other facts to go with that. Number 1 is I have a massive options trading account that I do my big plays, my big YOLOs, my big gambles, my big trades in for swinging when I need to. Another thing is I have a massive futures account that I also do big plays, big trades, big all kind of stuff. That's neither of those are ever shown on the stream because it's not part of my content. Stream is for content. You guys want to see me make $1 million bets? I don't know if I could stomach. You guys, like half of the world is freaking out when I lose 50K. Like this is the world of social media posers where 50K is a lot of money to a lot of people. If I were to be out here, like I'm probably the biggest on the social scene, on the YouTube scene, on everything. I'm the biggest trader by far, money wise. I put bigger bets. I put bets 10 times as big as Rips puts on off stream. If you guys would have heart attacks. Watch me trade my big accounts on stream. Jeez, people freak out at 50K. I've made $500,000, $1 million bets, dude. Like, glad I'm waiting. Like I said, I wanted to. Let's wait for MHP. Yeah, you guys would. But no, mostly it's to be private. Like, I make big plays that I don't want people to know about. Big options plays. I don't want people to crowd it, copy it, nothing. When I'm putting big money on the table, I'm a little paranoid about every little detail. I don't want anybody seeing it. I don't want market making. I'm like anybody watching my stream to be at work for the stock exchange. Nothing. I can't take any chances. People love to see that. I used to do it and nobody loved to see it. My active balance was over $1 million and I was trading 5K days daily and the stream wasn't growing as fast as like Matt and some others were growing. So I started doing challenges. People were like into that. So, but like I said, when social media, the funny thing is when the social media trolls go crazy, that it only tells me that's a lot of money to them. Oh my God, Matt lost 60K, 90K. I'm like, if I walk to Elon and say, oh my God, look at that loser drop $10 on the ground, you know, like it just really shows that $10 is a lot of money to him and me and not a lot of money to him because he dropped it on the ground like it's nothing. And so all it shows me is that everybody in this world in the trading infrastructure is struggling to make 6 figures a year. That's all it tells me. Is people freak out over such a small amount of money. It's like my daily trading. My big account is every single trade is 6 figures. Every single trade. Every single trade. I don't even touch a button for less than that. I don't aim for $5,000, $6,000 days. I trade very, very aggressively. And like I said, the world would have a heart attack. That's what I did on my stream. My God, you see this guy lost $1 million today? This guy lost $5 million. This guy lost 400,000. Listen, the world ain't ready for that. The world here is still struggling in Prop City with fucking YouTube gurus making $20,000 payouts and kids flexing on their $30,000 days. This is social media. It's all laughable child's play. The worst trader on Wall Street makes more than 99.9% of the prop trading gurus. He makes more in a day than they make in a month. Like literally hedge funds, C team, worst trader picked last for the team guy. Still makes more money in a day than every prop guru in the world. There's like a laughing stock to every institutional trader out there. They kind of make fun of it. So, do I believe in my bear market thesis now? I do. But bear markets don't just fall straight down. The market's in a liquidity crisis, which means we're going to be volatile, which means we're going to pop and then maybe we'll drop. Here, half gap is the area where I've drawn that arrow this morning I'm looking for. Now, this is the yellow line on S&P, and if it tries to hold here, it's one more very quick pop up to the top. But if we get to here and fill the gap with negative res, we're back down to here, which I don't think we'll get. Yeah, 50K is a lot to most people watching the streams. But see, that's the thing though. It's like, look, you know, when you watch somebody do something, arguably they're better than you at it, probably. Like when I watch basketball, everybody's better than me at basketball. But like, I'm not going to question what Jordan's going to do when he's trying to jump from the free throw line to dunk the ball. Like I know better than him, right? But the world seems to be, the armchair coaches are very keen on telling the pros what to do because they live in their own heartache of not being able to be at that level. Just like with sports, you got your armchair referees and critics yelling at the athletes like, don't do this, don't do that, you suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that it is. but the amount completely blows my mind. It's like when you see what stirs people up, people like retweet, repost, like some guys like, look at this, I made a 25K payout. Everybody's freaking out like he invented Swiss cheese or something. And I'm just like, man, trading is really a struggling world for just about everybody, including every influencer. No way that person's making more money than if they just went to college and got a job. These people are making millions of dollars. Like nobody's making millions of dollars a year except for like a handful of people. A handful of people. A small handful of people. Yeah, I don't touch a button for less than that. I don't try to day trade to make $5,000 or $10,000 in my trading accounts off stream. The stream is like, let me do a challenge. You guys like that stuff. I've always done a challenge at some point. So, say Kobe every time you take a shot. Hell yeah. Maddie and Dakota, because they're brutally honest. Dakota's pretty honest. He's newer to the game, but he's good. He's going to be, I think Dakota will be solid as he matures in the trading space. He's got the mindset for it. Like in 10 or 15 years, he'll be probably one of the better ones out there. Like as far as like expert level expert, you know, like people with like 20 years experience plus. Guy's solid. He trades Top Step though, which is garbage. What the fuck is going on with Top Step, you guys? Like seriously. Like what is going on with Top Step? He's been trading for 16 years, he says. That kid looks like he's 20 years old. I thought he was young. So he's older? Damn, unless he started trading when he was like a teenager or something. The new Top Step live account rules. They retroactively push people to live and denying payouts and stuff. Dude. Top Step is... I warned people about Top Step to the point that the CEO blocked me. I told y'all when they were pushing the SRO and they were going to cancel everybody, I was the one whistleblowing all that stuff. I told everybody about it. I said, watch out. Told people to watch themselves. All right, guys, I don't think, again, as much as it's baiting me to jump in on a short here, I don't think we have enough volatility to give me that for today. Let's let it simmer a little bit. Vic's trying to decay out a little tiny bit here. Let it simmer out. The panic is over. Let's let it simmer out. You see the trajectory it's on? That's the trajectory it wants to get on. Tell yourself tomorrow is when we're going to break the lows. Tomorrow. Today, I don't think it's going to happen. I think today we've got a couple hours of floating in here. Maybe some 40-point whips inside of here. But I think that by... Look, it depends on the thesis, right? Are we recovering in a bull market or not? That's the question. The idea is, as you see, we're pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. The lower it goes, the worse it's going to get. Not like that, but the lower it goes, the worse it's going to get because we're squeezing people in a bull market. It's not a bear market. Keep in mind, my bear thesis is more like a liquidity thesis. It's not a bear market. It's still bullish. But a liquidity thesis means that people can't afford to hold upside down for long, which is going to cause rapid, successful margin calls of selling. I single-handedly brought down Top Step prices once. I did. I certainly did when I yelled, when I compared the all-in cost plus activation fee to My Funded Futures new core plan, or their, sorry, the one they got rid of, Flex, not Core. There was Core, Pro, and whatever the one was in the middle, Standard. I forgot what it was called. No, I didn't stream yesterday. What was it? Not Standard. What was the middle one that My Funded Futures used to have? The middle one. Advanced. No, not Advanced. It's Tradeify. Not Core, Flex. And there was Scale plans. Thank you, Scale. Thank you, Rain. Now, when the Scale plan came out, I made a post that Scale all-in cost brought a better payout every 5 days in Top Step. And in response, Top Step lowered their prices. I single-handedly got TopStep to lower their prices because I blew the lid on that. Made a huge post. Even to make the hurt even harder, I paid $500 to promote that post to get 100-something thousand impressions. As I tend to do sometimes. So like, I paid money to push it as an ad. And then when that happened, TopStep lowered their prices next month. Because the activation, the all-in cost of the activation fee was slightly, so payout per time per dollar spent on the scale plan was less in my fund of futures, even with the 80% cut than it was to TopStep. So I had to lower their fee. So that was it. Yeah, that's what I did. That was fun. So like I said, today could be a day that it continues to sell. It's probably going to try to bait me into wanting to sell. This is where I wanted to short from. And I'm still going to let it simmer. If it's a bear market, it's going to fall pretty quick. We're just selling off in a bull market. And this is the yellow line I was talking about earlier that I thought I wanted to short from. We're going to wait a little bit because I don't think it's going to sell off from here. I think we're going to roll up from here and probably attempt to touch this. Do I want to bull this? No, I don't. Not with negative res. Not with negative monthly res. That still shows that resistance there that we are seeing. But for whatever the case may be, I think that we're good enough. Oops, sorry. That we're good enough for now. I caught the bigger part of the move. Let me let it simmer for a little bit. All right. Now they increase their prices. Well, yeah, because, well, TopStep being so, like, look, as a businessman, you guys are businessmen, some of y'all, and women. If they cared so much about what you were saying to rapidly have to shift something around, you could just tell TopStep's having issues, man, liquidity issues themselves. Look, they got hit left and right with, like, both sides of the unlucky stick. So what happened, TopStep, right? They got really big. COVID blew them up and they got in this, oh my God, we're going to be the biggest thing ever in COVID. Probably did like 50 million in profit, probably in COVID at the peak. They've since been in decline. TopStep makes about 10 million to 15 million a year in profit. That's it. Margins in the prop space, coming from someone that works in the prop space, are much tighter than you think. It's not a lot of money. If these people, the myth out there is these props, they might be doing 50 million in payouts or 50 million in revenue. They're pocketing about $1 million or $2 million a month in profit. It's not a lot. Not a lot at all. Trust me when I tell you, it's not a lot. When space can be more saturated, sales dropped even further. The hyper-competitive prop space are rapidly trying to change to get people to bring in cash flow so they can be solvent. Why do you think the trend is cheaper accounts that get paid out faster, that are slightly harder? Because they need the cash flow to pay people out. And you get one unlucky swing in the market, like a gold, for instance, prop firms become insolvent. When gold was selling off, I told you guys firms would go under. Gold completely fucked funding ticks. Gold fucked TopStep. Gold fucked my fund of futures. It fucked everybody. It hit everybody. You have like such thin margins and the market's just normally moving like this. You're going to have a great business model. But see, the exchanges have risk models like Span that monitor portfolio risk, that change margin requirements based on portfolio risk. Prop firms are in their infancy. The risk team and prop firms are so infantile. They are learning their lesson the hard fucking way. They need to hire ex-exchange market makers, CME level people to come in here and run the risk department in these prop firms. Because if they understand that the gold volatility is changing and they don't reduce the contract size of which you're allowed to trade, then the people running these prop firms are fucking idiots. Not the people, the risk management. They're not real risk managers. The CME group understands this. And whenever the volatility gets really big, they raise margin requirements to limit the amount of people that can participate. When GameStop was crashing, GameStop limited, you couldn't even Robinhood limited shorting or something. You can't even get margin trades. They did all, they cut. A smart risk manager is going to cut before it happens. These prop firms are all run by idiots. not the prop firms, but the risk management team. They're dumb. They're not responding to the market conditions. They're just letting the firm just get beat up. And the margins are so thin that gold's simple rally and crash blew up some prop firms. It's no coincidence that everybody's running 90% off sales now to get people to come in on these cheap accounts with trailing drawdown. No, there's no coincidence that all the new quick payout plans have trailing drawdown as well. That's a gimmick. Bait you with a quick payout, trail drawdown to blow you up. Trailing drawdown, take profit is widely considered the best prop firm out there by many. Can I tell you? I've never struggled so much with the prop firm than I have with take profit. It is the hardest I've ever had a chance of getting a payout. Not hardest, the account's the hardest to migrate, to manage. Funded Next was the easiest. Buy funded futures was super easy as well. Trailing drawdown sucks in this environment. Sucks so bad. And that's how they get you. They get you to blow up, the reset, all that stuff. And these prop firms, a lot of them went under, became insolvent because of gold. The margins are already so thin. And that's why you get a bunch of people like Brian and all these other folks getting $2 and $3 million balances. That could be a quarter of that firm's profits going out to one trader. These firms aren't making what you think they are. Should I run my own prop firm? I'm giving you a million reasons why I would never touch that with a 10-foot pole. Are you kidding? Those margins are horrible. Imagine doing hundreds of millions of revenue to make 10 million in profit. You're one gold trade away from the fucking poorhouse. No, thank you. Number two is it's a gimmick in a casino. I'd rather teach you guys how to beat the game rather than be the game. Never start my own prop firm. Be a conflict of interest. Every time I'd have a losing day, the trolls would be like, he's losing on purpose so that people blow up. I can see it now, the headlines. Prop firm owner day trades and streams. Oh God, Pat didn't let Jada live it down. When Funded Family fiasco was going on, he crucified him. Every single time, he's like, you know, you make money, you can post that you made money, you lose money, everybody resets. Oh, I've heard that. Oh man, that's a spotlight I don't want. No, thank you. Oh, they crucified that poor guy. Jaden was always a nice kid. I felt bad for him. I could feel it. I was like, man. Technically speaking, it is a conflict of interest. So in a business decision, I wouldn't. If I ran a prop firm, I would choose not to stream. I would see that ahead of time because I would see the backlash of that. Poor kid, man. He got some heat for that one. They just railed him really. Like whenever Danny, Funded Family, like I said, Jaden's, me and him are cool. We've always been really cool. Pat and I have been really cool. I'm in the middle. I don't have any fight in this game, but when Danny got busted photoshopping results and shit, running a prop firm, Pat was like making fun of him, and Danny took it to heart and basically like took off his shirt and beat his chest. And Pat would don't start a war with the world's biggest troll. Pat will crucify you relentlessly without stopping. Biggest mistake number one. Don't do what you do. Don't do what you did, Danny. So they went. Danny trades. They went hard at each other for a while. Pat's got swatted like 2 times. The SWAT team showed up at his house. He was getting his girlfriend doxxed on him. It was really crazy for a little bit. And he was accusing Danny of doing it. Danny was accusing Pat. Like, and anyways, it got pretty nasty. And then Jadon kind of defended Danny at that point. He's like, well, you know, Danny's a nice guy. And then Patch jumped on him too. And then they were like, for a while, it got, but the point is, besides like the beefing or whatever, the thing that was really, and I got on a phone call with Jada and I did talk to him about this. I was like, technically this, I would consider it a conflict of interest in the public size, He's like, well, I'm really trying to help traders. I want to help traders win and help traders learn. And I was like, I know you do. But you didn't think it through all the way though. You run a prop firm, you profit off the failure, right? Everyone knows the model. And you run a trading room where you want people to learn how to trade and be better. So you're hedging your bet, or, you know, you win on both sides. People might have some problems with that. And he's like, oh, I never really thought of it that way. And I believed him when he said that too. It was, he wasn't like trying to do that. People are saying like, oh, you're doing that so you can blow up on purpose and people could. So he really was like, oh, you know, I didn't even see it that way. He's like, you know, you're right. And then after that phone call, within 2 days, he stepped down. And I have to say, I had a lot of respect for him for doing that. He did. After my phone call with him, within 2 days, he stepped down from management of the prop firm, because he's like, you know, he called me and he said, I really believe that my calling is to help traders. And he says, you're right. You know, you really made me think about it. And this is definitely a conflict of interest. And that's a true story, by the way. And then so he stepped down from Funded Family because he said, he's like, my heart is helping traders. And that's really what I want to do. And he really was, when all honest to God, when I was talking to him, he just didn't seem like he had thought it through. So I kind of like, okay, yeah. You always had a question, you know. If you run a prop firm, should you be streaming and trading? You know what I mean? Of course, nobody's out there like trying to lose on purpose to make people blow up, but the public's gonna go crazy at shit like that. Anyways, that's just what it's like out there. Internet's not fixed. No, he came like he was supposed to come on Thursday, but when everything went out on Monday, we were like, can you please come now? And he's like, I got a job to do. He's like, I can try to come in the morning and do what I can and see if I can get it going, but I got to get to this other thing and it won't finish by Wednesday. So like, okay, so he came, got halfway through, and then had to bail. Not everything was fixed, so I had to put the Wi-Fi back on, and then I unhooked everything because I thought they were going to come out again today, and they didn't. And so this morning I'm like hooking everything back up one more time because they got to get behind the desk. I mean, it's to take this apart and to move it out. It's a lot of work. Trust me. It took me like a week to build the office. So I've got so many things and the cables are all organized, and to take it apart is like hours and hours of chore. I still got it's not the internet that's bad though. We're convinced it's the Wi-Fi, and whether there's some kind of interference, which is what we think, that there's interference between myself and the neighbors. And coincidentally, there's just some kind of interference, or maybe the walls are blocking some of it. The goal is that AT&T is insisting that we have better internet than anybody in freaking Houston right now. They're like, you have the best connection. It's not us. So something's going on. Now, I'll have to say, on occasion, you know, I'll be sitting here and my light will turn on in the office because, you know, the fan remote, the neighbors will like turn their fan on, and I haven't programmed this one. It's still on like the default jumpers. They're all the setting at the default setting. So they're probably, when the neighbor tries to turn their fan on and aims a little lower, they turn my fan on and off sometimes. So I'm like, okay, the houses are in close enough proximity. Maybe there's just some interference or something. Maybe we're all on the same bandwidth. Maybe somebody's running some illegal radio station, and it's whatever it is, the airwaves here are not stable. Whatever it is, I'm convinced it's the Wi-Fi too. We put our mesh up. Yeah, and like I said, Jerry, I'm not a networking expert, so that part I don't know how to do. So, in all honesty, hardwiring will fix the problem 100%, and I'm okay with that. Try using LAN to see if you have issues. Well, no, that's what it is. We ran a 100-foot cable through the house, the hardwire the computer, and it worked just fine. Ours, we have an Orbi. That's what we're using. Orbi. Well, the thing was, when we bought the house, it wasn't an issue. The first thing I thought was, let me get somebody in here to hardwire the house. The problem was, the upstairs, the hardwiring only goes to like the downstairs TV and the upstairs master bedroom, and maybe that's like it. There's not, they didn't really, modern houses don't really hardwire much anymore. It's just like everybody's assuming everything's going to be Wi-Fi, I guess. And when I first got the house, things were working fine, so I didn't think about it until they chopped the wire in half and they rebuilt everything, and then the internet was never the same. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't know. I thought it was issues with the wire, but they insist that there's no issues. That they're like, your connection is flawless. But I'm like, I like literally showed the guy who was here. I turned on arc raiders and I was like running, and I started rubber banding like so crazy, and all three of those little icons came up to show like packet loss and everything. Then he holds his phone, you know, to the router and to the satellites, and he's like, look at your decibel or whatever, dB. He's like, everything's perfect. I don't know networking, so I trusted what he said. He's like, look, your number's like a negative 50. That's as good as it gets. And I'm like, I don't even know what those 50 units of what? Units of stress? How many units? But seriously though, it's like, okay, but I'm like, I'm rubber banding right now. He's like, units. That's 100 units. Oh, is that bad? Oh yeah, Charlie, that's bad. Where do I put my feet? Why do people keep asking where they put their feet? Arc Raiders problem. Yeah, but I mean, it's also a stream problem, right? The stream buffer is like crazy. It just gets nuts. So like I said, I'm not jumping into the short further from here. The chaos is over. I'm going to watch and wait for the stronger pivots I want to see. You can see we're sort of bouncing here. I'm not convinced we're selling off for the rest of this day. That was a fantastic flush. I'm going to let it sort of maybe get to here and check it again. Negative resilience, negative ARB up in here. I'm going to trade it back down in here. I'm going to kind of aim for a wider range of from here to here is perfect, right? This is where the path we were on before the event. This is the event's pricing. So we'll cycle around that price. And if it's bearish, we'll close below there from higher. Let's let it play. Anyways, guy was like negative 50. I think he said dB. I guess it's decibels. I don't know how they measure that. That decibel was it's a unit of sound, but I don't know what is. Signal strength is in decibel. I guess that's how they measure it as well. Because decibels are power, like, right? Isn't decibels as a power unit, like a watt, right? What are the units of decibels? SI units of decibels. Oh, it's a logarithmic unit except the use of SI system. Well, so it's not, it's unitless. Sound pressure, sound intensity, power, reference to 1 milliwatt or 1 watt dB watts. Okay. How is, okay, so how, I don't know anything about network. So how are frequency, strength, measured, decibels? Teach me Google. Logarithmic is measured power level to a reference value. So it's a logarithmic. Aha. So it's a power. Okay, it's like it's a unitless number, like the Reynolds number or whatever. Just any kind of unitless number that compares a scale measures power level to reference value. What's the reference value then? They use that, I guess, looking at the amplitude of the wave to determine the signal strength. i.e. the power that they measure. Okay, cool. Frequency. Well, it's frequency thing, yeah. All you electrical engineers, there are 3 units of pollutions. Help me out. Where's my electrical engineers in here? So it's a unitless reference measurement, or unitless number. It's a measured value over reference value, and they measure it in watts, like a power. 0 dB is often 1 milliwatt. There it is, Jerry. Thank you. I knew Jerry would come in with the answer. So he was like, I don't know what negative, I guess negative would be negative amplitude. He was measuring, he's like, you're like negative 50. So I was like, is that good? He's like, oh, that's really good. He's like standing right here by the computer. I'm like, I know the experience. Everyone on my stream can testify to it. The guy probably had no idea. He probably had no idea either. Some of the technicians that come out have been really, really bright. They've taught me a lot. This guy, I think he was just run of the mill. He didn't know. He was like, that's good, man. I was like, well, what do you mean that's good? He's like, I mean, I put it in the app. I mean, that's the number. It's good. I was like, okay. Negative 50 is 1 milliwatt divided by 10 to the 5th. Is negative good or bad? It's like, I don't know. I just work here. Well, since it's logarithmic, it's a yeah, each negative 10 decibel is an extra power of 10 because of log scale. Yeah, that makes sense. So 10 would be 10 to the 2, and then another 10 would be 10 to the 3, and then 10 to the 4, and et cetera, et cetera. The weaker signal, but in a house, the sensitivity of the router is okay for that. Solid. I got my electrical engineers in here, my networking experts. Rocket Scooter is a freaking think tank for smart human beings. Everybody here is smart at something. If I need medical advice, half you folks in here are freaking internal medicine peeps. If I have questions about programming, half of y'all are programmers. Half of y'all do both. Quarter of y'all do both. All 3 of it. Chemical questions. I got 40 chemies in here watching the stream. Got tax questions. 40 of y'all are accountants. It's crazy. Doesn't seem we're ever missing out on any kind of expert around here. Yo, Kennedy, what's up? First, my benefit payment requested last night. All paperwork we see all finished. How long does it normally take to approve? They approve like within a day. My Fund of Futures. I always got paid out like within a day. Like I saw my money within a day. I've heard it's faster even now than it used to be. Medical advice, you can get it from iDoc. Only about the eyeballs. She's good at that. Like she'll know anything else, but when it comes to eye, like medical wise, that's all she knows. Everything eyes though. This part of your head, oh, she's got me covered. All right, this is where we get the first attempted sell from MHP with negative res. Could I jump in on this? Could I try to do this? Oh, negative res, top, MHP reject. 24. Head out to the right space. All right, let's drop it in some prop accounts. Just keep it small. TPT gets the pros a little hard. Yeah, I would say end of the day drawdowns are a lot easier. Like I said, TPT is the most I've ever struggled with the prop firm, 100%. To build the buffer, then you're solid. This environment is horrible for trailing drawdown. So avoid TPT, avoid Apex. Lucid is good. My Fund of Futures is good. Fund of Next is good. These are the ones that have Fund of Next. I had the easiest payout, and the most payouts I ever made was with Fund of Next. In this environment, they have cap payouts now, so that's not going to be the conditions. You'll see the same You won't see that. You can't get unlimited payouts anymore with them. But as far as like the ease and simplicity, Funded X and My Funded Futures, Lucid, Tradeify, they're all going to be pretty solid. Anything with end of the day drawdown is going to be good. Those have really good value too. Anything lower than -70 and 80 is bad. Oh, for the signal? Okay. Negative decibel is what you want for signal strength, but the closer to 0, the better. So 30 is excellent. 50 to 60 is strong. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, it was like -50. That's as good as it's going to get. It's really good. I was like, it's negative bad. He's like, no, negative is good. Yeah, negative is not bad. He didn't tell me that closer to 0 was better, so. But whatever it is, I personally am going to subscribe to the idea that there's just some kind of interference. Sounds about right. If the neighbor can turn on my fan with their remote, then the houses are very close together. Sometimes other people open other people's garages. You know, it's like, okay, that's how close the houses are. Maybe they're, you know, in just some weird way. There's also a cell tower nearby. There could just be some kind of weird spot where the waves sometimes interfere in the right way where signal gets lost. I notice that sometimes when I'm on my phone too. Like my phone just stops. It starts buffering when I'm just doom scrolling. So something in the air, whether there's a secret CIA transmission below ground or the neighbor's Wi-Fi and our Wi-Fi are coincidentally commingling the wrong kind of way. I'm almost certain that hardwiring my computer will get rid of every single problem that we've had, which is good. Secret army base under the neighborhood. I'm telling you, man. Secret fallout shelter. I think Vault 111 is underneath me. You know what I'm saying? There are gonna be some people crawling out in blue jumpsuits. They catch the shorts. I did, Aaron. I shorted right at the top. I shorted with negative resilience. Right here. 45 contracts on NASDAQ. Closed out somewhere in here. What I was trying to do the other day. And then here it's I'm trying to accelerate the challenge and get to the end. Some Epstein hideout. Yeah. MHP resilience apply over MHP levels? It doesn't, because resilience requires the stock market to be open for the calculation to work. Have I ever been to Epstein Island? Not willingly. There's this dark period of my past when I blocked it out from memory. I remember being taken. No, I'm just kidding. That's even a bad joke to make. Never been. I have vague memories of Bill Gates and Donald Trump, and I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Guys, I have no desire to unalive myself with jokes like this are dangerous to make in this world. Don't hurt me. Sometimes I wake up. Bill Gates, no. What happened? Where am I? I seem like a Bill Gates type. Is it the glasses? The glasses, isn't it? Okay. So ARM is designed to work everywhere at any pivot. Resilience is designed to work only at the pivots designed to work with. Resilience is only useful to pivot off of these key areas only. Okay. ARB shows you arbitrage at any given time from any pivot. So this is an indicator that can give you hints anywhere. It's like resilience untethered, so it's designed to be useful everywhere. Currently right now, S&P's resilience is positive, right? So S&P from here could certainly move to there. As a matter of fact, I'm not feeling the short anymore with the positive resilience. I'm going to be a wuss. Close out and wait for higher. You guys woke up early and did math problems. He was only on Epstein Island to tutor all the children, you know, so that's good. He was helping them with their homework. These are bad jokes. I'm going to end up like Kurt Cobain and Chester one of these days, making jokes like that. Chris Cornell. Can't make jokes like that. I think that we make a run for this top side today. It is rejecting that key level that we took before the non-farms though. Which is good to see. Lower might be the answer. But boy, like I said, if I like anything that goes up, I'm bringing it down. That's how I'm going to trade this. I'm not betting on the market accelerating lower from here. I'm playing for it to bounce, and maybe by end of the day we'll get a good bounce to play off of. This area here, I'd love to make sure I close below 206. The red line on 85, I think I've since deleted it. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Red lines are gone once you touch them. I don't remember where it came from. Actually, I think it was from here. I think it was from some of these days, these like sell-off days or something. I think it was from, I think it was there. Yeah. It's definitely gone though. Let's check a cat active line just to double check. We're not even close to it. Margin requirements just went up, by the way. So 66 and a quarter for S&P. So yeah, we're down like the 33. Oh, so that is the cat line, huh? That's it right here. So we're not even close to it. We bounce off of it. I close at the right spot then. Nasdaq 250, 250 from the top. From 436. I learned to have the ruler tool. That's so cool. Let's go. That's so much easier than doing mental math. I feel like every time I do mental math, I lose a brain cell that I can't ever get back. My brain's oozing. The more I stress out or stress over a calculation, makes the next one even slower. So no more mental math anymore, baby. I can just draw it. Easy peasy. Okay. All right, so today's setups, right? Let's just draw everything out that we have. What do I want? Whatever I want, I'm going to get. It's bear market. Well, the worst case scenario, resistance from here. Okay. All the way down to here. If we get trapped in here, there's some kind of play, but the resistance goes down to the next support. Okay. Here's resistance there. Here's resistance here to bet on a cat, right? Below here, it's dead. Crash out thing. If we lose, cat crash. That's what we got. Support side, well, we have a mild support, but this is still resistance with negative res. So on the cat side of things, it's like we have maybe some support here. Weak support, weak support. So the market has all this resistance pressure. S&P has support to there. That's what's pulling everything up. It has resistance from there, 50-50 on the yellow line, right? We don't really quantify that as being any sort of probability. And that's it. If we lose MHP with negative res and a catalyst, it's cat crash, right? Same thing. So when I look at the pieces of this, in reality, this is like the operating range right now in the S&P. And it very well could get all the way back up to here today. We don't know. Filling the gap might be likely with positive res fighting. Can't make Etsy jokes, man. I can't make you guys laugh with that. Bill Gates doing everyone's homework. He was just the tutor. No, that's funny. Cat is active. Not yet. No, not yet. It was for a minute on NASDAQ. But that's basically it. Where's my volume? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that purple line. Hide your account, boys. Once that purple line is there, whew. All right, so in reality, we've got everything we need to know today. MHP is at the resistance. Could I try again? We are bouncing between 275 and 180. I'm not going to short it from here. Analyze NVIDIA. Yeah, so NVIDIA, yeah, I'll take a screenshot or whatever really quick before I close this out. You know, this could go up to fill the gap, so we should see. If it hits resilience and everything goes negative on ARB, maybe. I feel like the selling pressure is over though for now. I don't feel it kicking back on. So we've since fixed the watch list, by the way. This was released, I think, yesterday. I got the note about it Monday. So I guess he pushed it live yesterday. So initially what you're going to see, and it's so hard because of the yellow and the green. Okay, it's so hard to tell the difference. Let me send him a note. I can't tell the difference between yellow and green on this, but the blue background is making it too hard. So this is green and this is yellow. I mean, I can see it when I look at it. So essentially what it is the opening state is yellow. So an example is apple is above half gap and never crossed below it, and apple has crossed above MHP. That's what that's telling you. So apple is native state above MHP, never cross, or half gap, never crossed below. Yellow is the base state still active, like the opening state. Green is a change. So MHP has broken through. I don't like the yellow and green. It's really hard to tell the difference, right? You can change the background. Well, I mean, I don't want to change the background. I love my background color. So instead, the default color, I'm going to change this base to like maybe a gray rather than yellow. The yellow is kind of hard to see. So red means it has changed that direction. Green means it's changed in that direction. So it's a break. The yellow, which I'm soon going to make like a gray color, is going to be that it's the state it started off in. CME single stock futures, didn't they used to have those, right? They got rid of those a couple years back. I thought they used to have them. Or maybe it wasn't out CME. Yeah, like they got rid of them in 2020. I don't know if it's a CME been hosting them, but we used to have single stock futures up until about 2020. There's been recent news that their CME is relisting them, or I don't know who had them in 2020. I know nothing about them because I never traded them. Single stock futures. Let's Google this. Who listed them? Primary U.S. listing stocking futures, single stock futures was One Chicago, a joint venture exchange that operated from 2001 until close in 2020. All legal in the U.S. during that period, they were not widely traded compared to other derivatives, blah, 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 blah. One Chicago, yada, yada, yada. So it was a different exchange. So now CME is bringing it up. Is Bitcoin dumping going to be a factor today? 100%. Like I said, people are still getting squeezed on Bitcoin. As Bitcoin continues to fall, and gold continues to stabilize or fall and not really rally, people are in a liquidity sort of crisis. Yeah. There was no liquidity last time they were listed. Yeah. I think these days the CME is trying to capitalize on adding as many games to the casino as they can think of, just for additional, you know, revenue and stuff. The heck? What is syrup or something on my mouse pad? What? So now, like, letting you guys know, our creators, right? Now I'm max level. Now I have everything. I have all the blueprints, but like 2 of them. Now what do? I've grinded out everything. I don't want to do the expedition because I don't want to grind everything out all over again. Now I just log in and kill people and that's it. Like I run and then I was soloing the matriarch the other day with a pocket full of wolf packs to kill everything else. Now I kill other raiders. Yeah, pretty much. Like I remember I first played the game and a freaking wasp would come up and kill me. And now I solo the matriarch, like all by myself. So like, okay, what's there to do? Now I just go into like harvester and matriarch events and just kill the queen or kill the matriarch and just donate everything to people and just leave with no loot. Like I'm like, okay, now I'll just go help people. Maybe go back to playing some Battlefield, but it's been fun. Do I trade the Asia session? I do sometimes, yeah. During the Asian session, typically related to non-farm payroll, there's gonna be a reaction. We have overnight hedge pressures that we use for pivots. which I basically make the same judgment calls there. So strong resistances and some weak support. Now, as arbitrage is still positive, my brain is not like really trying to. Now it's not super positive. 24 is low and 4 is low. Not that positive to not really bullish, not very bearish. Slightly bullish, that's it. Nvidia below MHP, somebody said analyze that. Everything below 191 and a quarter is bearish, but with no strength, right? It's just weakly bearish. BSD is actually fairly bullish above MHP, above hedge pressure. So we've noticed that above blue, it is pretty bullish. So Nvidia is like on the edge here. Below here, it's strongly, or sorry, it's weakly bearish. Strong bull, weak bear, because it's still in a bull zone. ABGO, everything is down. I kind of like the watch list man like this though. Apple has broken up. Amazon down, down, down. So all of your major tech are down today. I kind of like the watch list like this. This is actually really nice. So since we have February 16th as a holiday, if I recall, I think it's President's Day. I have rushed my team to fix the holiday bug that we get that doesn't show open price and, or say the close price is wrong on the day follow up to a holiday. So example, so now the holiday is coming, this next holiday we'll be able to test the fixed bugs, so it should be fine. The new streaming sessions are going to start on Monday, probably this Monday coming up. How do you pull up futures data on Rocket Scooter? You have to connect your brokerage account through CQG and you buy your data from your broker. This connections tab right here, like lift that lower chevron up, go to connections, connect your CQG account, and wherever you buy your data from, like a brokerage account, I get mine from AMP, and then just tunnels it through. Weak support here, strong resistances everywhere on NASDAQ. S&P, medium strength support. Medium strength support. That's it. Resilience is 4. Rocket Scooter work with prop accounts? Not yet, but we have a partnership with Go Charting and a partnership with Ninja Trader, where our tools will be available in those platforms, which are all compatible with prop accounts, Dougies. So you'll be able to add probably by the end of the month, at earliest next month, our tools will be active and live in both places. When your money goes up to a good point, how do you stop and pull out? Well, that's a whole philosophy on risk management. You have to, I trade from pivot to pivot. I don't say that just because I'm up, I'm gonna cash out. I mean, when I was up 20,000, I could have pocketed that and missed out on the other 80. So I traded all the way to the pivot I wanted, which was this one right here, and then add 5, was everything but 5, and I held the 5 through here and then closed it there. And so I trade from target to target regardless of how much I've made. So I aim for a place, and I get points in the market rather than dollars in my pocket. I'm going for 60 points to lose 40. 1.5 to 1, then I try to get the full amount. When's a new site up? Right now, I did a review yesterday. We went to a coffee shop yesterday and was doing some work. I was reviewing. Again, let me tell my guy. The overall site, the admin side, everything. So we finally input some prop accounts in there just to test out the comparison, the model. Everything turned out clean. Everything looked great. The math is good. And now we're just kind of changing the design a little bit to be a little bit more useful. There's going to be 2 sections on the website. Number 1 is going to have the ability for you to essentially rank your firms based on criteria. We'll call it prop score. Prop score. And so when you do prop score, you can search by account, by firm, or by recently updated. So by account, we'll just list all the accounts, how they're ranked. You might have like MFFU account number 1 and MFFU 2, and then Tradeify 1, and etc. Like you're going to see multiples if you rank by account. If you rank by firm, then it will just show every firm's number 1 account and then rank them. Like the top rated account will represent the firm when you search by firm. The overall, which firm is better flex, and then recently updated. So firms that get a recent update from our admins, like something has changed, you can search for recently updated to look at a firm and how it's and see how its score has changed. So an example is if My Fund and Future showed up at the recently updated list, you can compare current score to last score and then see how it's changed, good or bad. Okay. Hold on, I'm typing some notes in, by the way. So another thing is that if a prop comes out and recently updated, like they have a new deal. Example is example. A new deal comes out. Oh. Okay. So the idea would be recently updated would be like you'd be able to see a prop that has a new deal. Say if some firm comes out with 30% off deal, they show up on the list, you can click at it, and you could see like the scoring card, and it might have a score here, and you'd have like essentially this sort of graph that shows like how the score changes. And then the current deal would be like here, current, and then our like 5-point scoring system is here. You can click back in time and see the conditions on what each deal was and what changed the score. Like, oh, the score now went up half a point. Oh, well, it's 30% off, and when there wasn't 30% off, it was lower. So you can actually see the score changes in history. Another thing is there's going to be a separate section for you to go in there and program your own trading stats. So the first one is default. The second one is more comprehensive. You can go in there and search for exactly what you want. Hey, I'm a trader that blows up 10 accounts before I pass one. I get a payout once every 2 weeks on average. I have a 30% win rate when I trade. And then it will rank them based on your stats. We have a whole thing that's going to rank them based on what's good for you, which is a whole different thing that nobody does. So in a custom sense, you'll be able to tell it your stats, and it will tell you which firms are good. Now, another thing is that we're going to have the comparison tool. So there's a bunch of different firms that get listed. You can go to each firm and go add to compare, add to compare, add to compare, and then you can run a comparison report that'll show 2 or 3 firms next to each other in all the stats and all the scores and rank them side by side. The age-old question of which firm is better, we will answer that question. No longer will you guys be in the dark letting influencers tell you who pays them more. Now, you're going to have the best of the best, which is going to be something that is going to rank them numbers with numbers. Let's do a fun and next giveaway, you guys. Hold on. I never understand why Botrix keeps defaulting to, I think this is Portuguese. I'm not really sure. Limpiar? What does that mean? The clean, right? In Spanish? But that's... Do you have a VPN on? No, I don't have a VPN on. I've never had a VPN. The effects of the halftime show. Oh my God. There was a halftime show, and then there was another halftime show for Republicans, apparently. Kid Rock. So that, like, the NFL is making political statements with their halftime show, as I'm hearing. Like, the halftime show was all about direct protests of Trump's immigration policies and all that, and ICE, you know, like, okay, I get it. And so when did football just, like, was it NFL? Like, what was it? Everyone was taking knees and stuff. Like, the NFL has just become such a political thing now. It's no longer fun. Like, can we just go back to, like, the days when, you know, Michael Jackson would go on, just throw, like, a stellar performance and everybody had a good time? Coldplay did it one year. Everybody had a great time. You know, like, whatever happened to football just being a good old fun time? That having to be some kind of political statement. Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction. I mean, come on. We used to have fun stuff to talk about. That's right. Exactly when he says, "Let me have you naked" by the end of this song, and he rips it off. The wardrobe malfunction. That's clever marketing. That was come on, this many years later, we can all admit that was intended to happen. Duh. Wardrobe malfunction. Yes, every dress I've ever seen has a detachable has a detachable section over one breast. This is normal. Dresses are designed with detachable components that shouldn't be detached, because that's the malfunction. No, this detachable component was meant to be attached. Let's just we miss those days when the Super Bowl had fun stuff to talk about, right? All right, we'll spin that wheel. It was a breastfeeding garment, which, of course, yeah, like, that's the only time you would have something like that. It was almost like magnets, like a magnetic attachment. My razor has a magnetic attachment. You pull the head off of it and tap the hair out of that thing. I've seen it just popped right off, like, with ease and simplicity. Anyways. Oh, no. Oh, my custom CSS. I need to redo that. Okay. Where this is at the top. Okay, Omar. Kadar. Catalyst active again at MHP again. Does typing multiple times increase your odds? I don't know. Does pressing the door close door on an elevator, really close the door. If it does in your heart, then do it. But if it doesn't, because it doesn't, but it doesn't matter what it does. How do you feel? That's all that matters. Like when you're at the crosswalk and it's like you're pushing the button to like, come on, turn green, turn green. Those are little impatience buttons they give you so that you don't punch the person next to you. Oh, sub X2, my bad. Thank you. I'll have to type that in. Thank you. No, typing more than once doesn't enter you more than once, but typing more than once you should do to ensure that your name gets on the list, just in case the bot I think that's why everybody does it. Everyone just keeps spamming it, which is fine. Man, I gotta reload all this. I don't know how this happened, but like, yeah, custom CSS that I wrote is gone to get this up here. MH good, P good for a long scout? No, not in this environment. No, I'm not longing it. I'm almost like, do I want to just cat active and take a 5-spot short? Just to let her ride? Okay. People type it in more than once just to ensure the bot picks it up. All right, cat is active, MHP break. It could fall the DD ban. Let's take it. I'll take it. It's 5 contracts. This is the worst that can happen. I did the X2. I got you. All right, I'm betting on a catalyst. We'll see. 5 contracts ain't gonna make or break. D's cuts 20. Darb is now positive again. Why does it keep doing that? I wonder which. Let's see who that is. Who's the culprit here? Who's the bad dog? It's Nvidia today. Oh, okay. Nvidia's the one. Sorry, so this is not for Fund and Next. This one is, I know it's for Fund and Next. We're only doing 3 Fund and Next. This will be for 3 take profits. How about that? So we'll do 3 Fund and Next. We don't have as many of those to give away anymore. Kind of a they're kind of having a hard time over there. Old Lang Syne, baby. But we got plenty of everything else to give. Don't type TPT. I'm not changing the prompt. Prompt is still the same. Current deals with our prop partners, so don't forget to keep using our code everywhere you go. Take profit right now. It's having a 40% off sale, which is great. No activation fee and all that stuff is good. They credit you that. Then you got Fund and Next. Again, their 10% off deal that we get as always on their Bold account, $99. Same day payout account, which is kind of cool. Old Lang Syne. All right, 2 more of you guys. Just keep typing Fund and Next just to get on the list. I'm too lazy to pop another giveaway on list. All right, so I'm going to bet the cat is active and we continue selling for the day. How about that? I was waiting to my target from earlier. Let's see if we hit it and sell. Nvidia is holding in there like a champ. Interesting that we are at the same place that I thought we'd be at. All right, 206 is back on. The short I didn't want to take earlier. Okay. Let's do it. I'll add to it a 206. Not with the fatty, but with maybe another 5. Although S&P is still trying to hang in there. Holding sign. Type it. So is it MHP? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This, I don't know if I really like this, to be honest. I have this weird suspicion that it's going to just rally up through all of this. Same guy won 2x. Yeah, he didn't claim the prize though. But he didn't type anything though. His name didn't show, did he? Oh, he did. Okay, never mind. All right, well, congratulations on winning twice, my friend. Here goes another 100K. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me double check this. All right, you did win twice. Okay. All right, that's 6. That's 3 and 3. We're good. That's it. Okay, hold on. The old lang syne, you got 2. Bro, that's so crazy. All right. I'm all over the place today. Where is this at? Our thing is so big now. There's got so many giveaway accounts to track. Okay, TPT. Won twice. Okay. And then the first half, Fund the Next. All right, so you guys are gonna win some accounts. You can check them out. Fund the Next is great. TPT is great. Y'all are gonna have a good time with that. The first 3 of you guys, so you know the drill. Go to my Discord. Go to the contest channel. Talk to an admin named Slacks in that channel. Send Slacks a screenshot of your YouTube ID from inside your account. That way we know that it's you. And then send him that. All right, 206. That was my dream short. I don't know if today's gonna be it. It might try to rally out of here. This is the spot though. I think that S&P needs to deteriorate from here though. I want to hold up sitting on 319 though. That's 40k loss. I don't want to play with that. Fighting here. Oh, this is really the coin flip. I waited to do this and I probably could have had some fun doing it earlier. But this is it. I don't know if we're still going to catalyze a little lower bit of a sell, but not the best. Not the best bull showing today. Whatever the case may be, I'm holding through till tomorrow. I'm gonna do the same trade tomorrow. I really felt a little shy of lower DD band, but man, that'd be so awesome to see that hit. I got a 927 red line that I've got my eye set on for tomorrow. Oh, that'd be candy right there. $617 is the next one. Oh, those are my bigger low targets. Maybe by the end of the week. That'd be great. I don't think we hit 927 today, but $927 on 15 would be another 78,000. If we hit here, I make 160 today in this account on 15. I don't know if I want to go any heavier than 15 for today, but I might chase it if like I said, if we're here, we'll see. Do we ever? Adding contracts till it turns in your favor. Duke, shut the fuck up, dude. I make more money dicking around on a Monday morning than you've ever seen in your life trading. This is a fantastic risk management. What are you talking about? My play money is $100,000 a day. You should see my real account. This is literally my trade to trade off of here where it literally says resistance. This is my bet. This is my stop. My reward to risk right here. My risk is actually 300 is where I'll stop. Give myself a little bit more than standard here. The reward is here. The risk is there. So that's the risk. That's the reward. It's all pre-calculated. I'm about like 60% certain on this. So the S&P's still slightly strong. It's not going to give us, S&P's still going to keep us floating in here. I'm waiting to see if certain stocks are turning around like Nvidia and others. Right here. Nvidia and Apple are still kind of holding the fort. Apple's doing solid. Nvidia sort of doing solid-ish right here. The only people that talk shit are the same people that show up with a different account that you've never seen chatting before. Remember, I have photographic memory. They just make a new account every day after y'all ban them. They come back. It's that same YouTuber who threatened to rape my child. You can Google my name and find out all about it. Sound documentation's out there. Now my actual kid at the time, my kid was 1 year old at the time. You're grinding my blueprints after you wipe. Wait, but the expedition though, the rewards only last for 2 months, right? You get 5 extra skill points. What else do you get though? No, they went after me for no reason because I got really big and they're not. And then just like when you get really big, people get all angry because you're limiting their ability to eat well. They live off of a story of, you know, I make millions of dollars and in reality they don't, kind of thing. And then when you pass them up showing you make money and showing it, you're on somebody's turf. It's like you walk into someone's, like, you know, like the Wonka movie with what's his name? He showed up and started selling chocolate in front of all these other chocolate people and they were trying to like nefariously stop him with every trick in the book. But he wins in the end. Yeah. I mean, you know, as I slam dunk somebody in the fucking legal system, I get to drive a cash bot Aston Martin to the fucking courthouse. Tell you how well I'm doing in life. Watch somebody sell assets to pay me. Life is good. This is what it'll be like. I did a backflip slam dunk to every hater out there. I saw the Maserati. Yeah, I do. I still have it. I need to do something with it though. I need to sell it. Not because I need to sell it, but I don't need to keep it. I don't have room in the garage for it. And I kept it because I was trying to give it away to someone in the family. I was like, does anybody need a car? Perfectly good car. If I were to sell it, I would only get about maybe 25,000 or something for selling it at the most, because it's, you know, 6 years old. But for the 25,000, you're not gonna buy a better car than that for $25,000. There's practically no miles on it. Perfect condition. So I was like, somebody in the family has got to want this car, right? Somebody in this family. Like, I was like, anybody want a car? My mom was like, nah, I don't need one. IDOC's family, her cousin, her nephews, everyone, they're like, nah, I don't need a car here. So nobody is taking it off our hands. And so I was like, let's just keep it because it's a good car, you know, because somebody's going to need a car. And so now it's just like parked out on the street because there's no room in the garage. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go sell it. Nobody wants it. You need that car? Pretty good car. It's a Maserati Ghibli. And the other reason I wanted to keep it is because Maserati's not going to make the Ghibli anymore. And because it's a 2019, it's the last one with the Ferrari engine. They stopped doing that as well. So, can I give you 10K cash for the Maserati? Your car broke down? Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. But no. Kelly Blue Book or better. I'm not offering deals. I can sell it at CarMax for like 25. But I ship it to Egypt. I'd love to help you though. But I was hesitant selling it because it's like I need the money or anything. I just don't want to pay the insurance and have it just sit there, and we have to go start it every month just to make sure, you know, like it just doesn't sit there idle. How many miles? Just a tad over 40 for 6 years. Again, barely drove it anywhere. Actually 7 years. 7-year-old car. Traded for golf lessons. I could learn golf from you, man. You're really good. I'll sell to you for 20. Come to Reno, get tattooed. All right. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad car. It's a really, really good car. It still has the old, that Ferrari, Maserati, the F136, whatever engine and sound to it. When you turn it on, it's distinct. They don't sound like that anymore. They'll never sound like that again. It's its own unique hum that's really cool. I always loved the way it sounded. It's a beautiful sound. And on that note, I do got to go to my funded TV. Maybe I'll link to that. Hold on, guys. Yeah, this is a really, really cool. It was a really cool car. For what it's worth. Join me live on my Funded TV, you guys, for this, and that'll be good. I don't know if I'll be streaming in the afternoon, but I'll maybe stream in the afternoon. But join me on my Funded TV. I think the stream went kind of flawless today. Internet was kind of moderately like okay. Go see on a little.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I caught the dip again. I thought it was the low. It was just another wick. Saw it on the 5-minute heart, skipped a beat, formed a little hammer, looked kinda neat. No confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. Saw me was thin, tape was slow, but something inside said, bro, just go. 20 handles later, it dumped on me. Should have waited for the MHP. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. We buy the blood and pray it's bottomish. You win, I'm in, you sure. Too late. All counts, account liquidated. FOMO strong, my hands are weak. Been wrecked all month now, twice this week. So gather round and sing this song. Knife catching feels so right until it's wrong. I had dreams of 6-figure P&L. Now I'm just
Man, y'all know me too well. Y'all be like, Matt, gotta play some Arc Raiders instead of streaming. I'm not getting that lazy for video games. But that was funny. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't check the event timers to see what's going on right now.
I even saw divergence, bro. I swear, then came the liquidation pin.
But no, I'm not gonna play Arc Raiders.
By the market's blade, another low, another fade. Support is fake. My will is thin. But
Although
this
there is a
next
Stella Montes Night Raid. It's my favorite event.
Right. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. Our dreams are bold, our risk
What's up, guys?
Charts are red, my soul is too. Accounts in drawdown, deja vu. But we'll be back, we never learn. Catching knives till everything is gone.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hi, I'm Dave. And I caught the dip. Again.
I did check the event timers though. I'm not gonna lie. I put some music on. All right. I'm still trying to take the MHP trade, so we'll see what happens. S&P is just really strong, man. It's like super strong. Resilience, right? I'm not really strong, but like resilience is positive enough to keep the S&P from moving higher. I still have faith in this setup today, but we need to see some stocks starting to move. Keep an eye on Apple, keep an eye on Nvidia. Those are the two stronger, I would say, hedgers today. AVGO also spent earlier part of the morning sort of recovering a little bit of the selling into like a better territory, some positive gamma there. Like every bone in my body wants to bet on this liquidity crisis. Like swing it full port, but I'm like, I gotta be careful with the account size I have. I can only put it heavy from like major tops. I can't like in the middle of this afford to go like 50 contracts again from the middle. So I'm gonna keep it light, like basically half. Are my TPT accounts? Oh, dude, they crushed it today. Two of them broke the 10K mark. Am I changing my trading rules? Yeah, I'm shorting from half gap. That's basically the range, like inside of here. So my rules are, I'm betting that we close down in here. Now it will take till the end. It'll be the end of the day if we sell off like the last hour or two. I'm only going to stream for about an hour or less. iDoc and I have some things we're going to take care of around the house. And I got the internet guy coming out, or the guy, electrician coming out tomorrow to run the cables. So chances are I may not be streaming in the morning. If he comes later, then I might stream until he gets here. So we'll have to see. Oh, I'm sorry, let me give you guys the update. Sorry about that. So two of my TPT accounts broke the 10K mark. What's that red candle all about? The heck? Oh, it's been an all-around good day. Like I shorted at the high. I don't know, some weird keyboard warriors talking shit like Matt short at the bottom, Matt short no bottom, Matt short at the top is the first fucking person shorting this thing. Where I came in here, I shorted literally at 425. Actually, I got filled at 427, 431. That's where I got filled. So even as high as 431. So I was the first person shorting this thing. With 45, and then down in here, I'm engaging with 15, a third of the size for continuation move. It's just playing my larger pivots down. That's it. But I think people forget. When a cat is active, I can bet or so when we lose key resistance pivots, I can bet on continuation sell. I might be early to this, but I know I'm right. I know I'm right for tomorrow. I know I'm right for Friday. We are not going to break highs of this weekly range this week. If I'm right, this is the high until NVIDIA earnings. If I'm right. If I'm right, this is a high. This is not a low. If I'm right, this is a high for the week. Why not running a loose cable from the router to the computer? Well, I mean, I could do that, but it's gonna have to stretch from the bedroom closet, around the door, through the bedroom, through the hallway, up the stairs, past the media room, around this this little hallway here, and then into here, and a cable sticking in, which I could do, but no real big desire to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm muted, guys. How did my mic just mute? What documents are required to verify the source of your funds? Kevin, I don't know what you're talking about. Taxes or what? You can run it through the attic and down the wall. Well, no, that's what the guy's gonna do. That's what the electrician's gonna do. It's gonna run the lines to the attic, drop it through the wall. Yeah, that's what they're setting up. But they're gonna they gotta you know, run it through, cut out the cut holes in the wall, pull it through, put the plates on it. Yeah. That's what we are doing. Like I said, if I am right, today's high, like if I'm right, today's high is the high for the rest of the month. If this is a liquidity crisis, that this is the high until NVIDIA earnings. Like the market is, again, I could always be wrong, but if I'm right, this sort of like lack of bullishness in this area where it should be bullish and liquid is going to fail if I'm right, and by the end of the day we end up here. by tomorrow, that's what I want to see. So today's trade, I shorted from here. I exited here. The market went back to here. I shorted again, and I kind of built a trade inside of here to swing a bigger trade, allowing like a more like a wider range than I normally do. And that's kind of like where I'm at today. Half cap trade down. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Which pivot lines are the best? Monthly hedge pressure. Those are the best. So the orange lines are the strongest. Well, I would say zone boundaries are also equally strong. So this and this are very strong, and then this and this are very strong. This is what we call a B plus setup. B plus or B minus. B minus if the confluence isn't there. B plus if the confluence is there. This is an A or A plus if confluence is there or not. So this is A plus today. This is A plus today. This, if we're below here, this is A plus for a sell-off. That's my bet that we're going to reject this and pull back. So this indicator right here, just negative gamma, this orange one. So my bet is we end up down in here, just textbook. So we'll see. We'll see how the day finalizes. So I currently got a short at 286 as my cost basis, which is right here. Not terrible. We're right on point. I could have locked some of that in earlier, but like I said, I want to finally like get in sync with the market. I want to catch the bigger wave, whatever it is. Whenever a candle looks very bullish, I don't look at the candles to make a determination of that though. You know me. Running cable through finished work is the biggest pain. Dude, yeah, I know. It's a challenge for these guys. Yeah, they got to get the cable like up through the attic and then drop it down. Now there's already some cables that are run, which my thought is they'll be able to splice them upstairs or connect them upstairs because there's a lot of cables that just aren't connected anywhere. So it's like they ran some cable, but they didn't run outlets everywhere to put it on every room. The one that's at the top is dynamic monthly hedge pressure. It's the pivot from last night. They both act in the same capacity. Once I get to the million mark, what do you guys think I should do next? I said I'd do double and half. This time I'll 10x in half. So when I get to 500, what do y'all want me to do? Or like if I go to mill and just take out half, and then what do you guys want me to do from there? Somebody said 5 to 10. Jeez Louise. That'll be crazy. Man, I got social media heckling $50,000 moves. People aren't gonna be able to stomach $300,000 days, man. $100,000 days. I found out today listening to other people talk how broke people really are out there, man. It's crazy. Can you believe Matt took like 20,000 drawdown? It's all big money for a lot of these people. This is a world of a lot of this like showmanship. There's just people that just show a little bit. Too much showmanship, too little actual trading in this world. Like the socials light up, man. Somebody screen capped. I think when I took some drawdown like 70K or something, somebody screen capped it and posted it. If you do that, that's a lot of money to you. And then that's what always tells me, man, that this world can't stomach. There's so many like low roller prop gamblers on this planet that they can't stomach or even fathom what it's like to trade big. I love it, man. I have appetite for it. I have the risk. I have the tolerance for it. I have the patience for it. Doesn't bother me much. But socials love it, man. Yeah, the average American salary, but in trading sense, you know, it's everyone's different when it comes to their risk appetite. I don't think of salary when it comes to trading. There's no such thing as a salary. Those words have escaped my dictionary. Salary to me spells out consistently, spells out just show up and do your work. Here's your money for your hour. Nothing pays you per hour in the trading world. It's a feast or famine sort of place. And when you're doing well, you know, you can make 100 times your salary. When you're doing poor, you can lose 100 times your salary. It's like, it's a whole different ball game. But it's just the commentary comes from people that are just so new to the game. To everyone else, they're like, it makes sense. But everyone, it's like new people and new people all just talking to each other. Anybody that's an advanced trader is just like, oh, you know, it's just like a normal day. They get it. You ain't gonna have an 8-figure net worth without taking 100K losses along the way. It's like, that's part of life, man. I think everybody out there is, you know, struggling prop trading influencer that's got, you know, to them $1 million is a lot of money to show it off, you know? And I mean, I get it. I'm in my 40s. I remember my first million too. All I wanted to do was rub it in everyone's faces that doubted me. I mean, I remember my first million, how it felt. There's a lot of people out there that y'all think are big who are just celebrating their first million. I make $1 million bets on a weekday sometimes. Not in this account though. Can we lose that MHP today? This time, I don't like, it's been finding, like, when I see this, I hate this because it's like channeling. I hate this a lot. Because every time it gets to here, I just tell myself, okay, let me just take the profit. But should I be relentless and go with it? I'm just worried that the S&P is going to pick up an end of the day rally. But I mean, worst case, if I'm right huge. If I'm wrong, then I'm just giving back a little bit of what I made. It's like the guy that's like, I can't believe Matt was down 70K and he wired in 70K. Do you have 70K cash lying around? No. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that's where the funny part comes from, the commentary. Oh, yeah. That'd be a nice place to be in life, right? How dare he do that? How dare he reach into his pocket and just pull out 6 figures that's just sitting there? Man, what a horrible, that guy must be failing in life. If I get to 1 million, does everybody get a TradeFi straight to funded? Maybe I'll ask TradeFi or somebody to do like a huge giveaway to celebrate it. This is just sort of like chopping here at MHP. I want to see the rejection. I really do. Arbitrage not showing anything, signs of weakness. Resilience still strong on NASDAQ. Half gap still resistance on half gap on NASDAQ. Still not resistance on S&P. That's the one problem. The S&P is not dying today. Not getting the S&P death that we want. And I was kind of hoping we would get the S&P death. So market, please go down on me. I'm gonna play the song. But I only have commentary like that because other people have commentary. I really just do my thing and I don't really care what other people think. But yeah, like somebody was heckling me on My Fun and Features. They were like, Pat Whelan was talking shit about you. He wasn't. Somebody just said, somebody in his chat said I was upside down shorting at the bottom. Just made up a lie. I'm clearly up 80,000 whatever dollars. And then Pat was like, let me go see the heat. Let me go see his stream. That's all he was saying. He was like, I'm not trolling you. Like, what the hell? People just like literally fake accounts going into places trying to start drama. Don't matter to me anyways. You want to see the trade I was in, then he logged onto My Funded TV and saw that I was up $120,000 for the day. Didn't say anything else once he saw it. You changed this in the live? Oh, cool. So how did the live process go for you? Larry Williams' ROI record? Dude, I don't know enough about the authenticity of that. I think that 11,000 thing sounds highly suspicious to me, man. And I don't know much about, because I wasn't around at those days. I find I can't believe that that's even real and that's not a fabrication. Now again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but is there any proof that that actually happened? That's my real question. You know what I mean? Did he is there like a broker statement with all the trades logged or something that Robin's performance is actually real? That's my real question. I mean, he talked about it on a podcast, like, no, like I said, you guys, come on, no Kool-Aid here. No evidence. I don't care what I'm going to podcast and say I made a bajillion, quadrillion dollars in a trading competition. Has anybody ever released, here's the statement for it, or is it like out there? Can I see it? He traded silver in the silver bubble? Oh, so he got like a runaway because of something like that? He is supporting shorts on a crash? Oh, okay. So he got like carried by the market on that one. But I mean, is there like I said, where are the statements at? I always was curious if that was like real or, you know, Robin's Cut made that up, or I don't know. I never saw it. If they're out there, okay. Oh, come on. We've had two like fuck you candles here. Big sells, and I know what they came from. Watching the news. Let me see if I can pull up something here. Oh, aircraft carrier in the Middle East? That's what we're talking about? We going to war in the Middle East now? What happened at 12:50? Trump is talking about Iran. Okay, so that's what's going on. Thing is, the algorithms are moving it, but it's not pulling back. I know the minute that I close this out, I'm gonna get the move I want. I know it.
Singing this sweet song. Liquidity maps guide me all along. My eye that brings me toast with green delight. Keeps my body strong, keeps my spirit bright. Oh la 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 la, numbers dance. Oh la la la, I'm in a trance. I'm the prophet, see the way. Markets move like music every day. When the world gets heavy on my soul, she reminds me what makes me whole. La, 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 oh, la, la. Avocado dreams and loving care, partnership beyond compare. La, 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 oh, la, la. Every morning that's for the sun. Check the future, see what must be done. Platform based and strategies aligned. All zones, color bare zones set behind. Maps revealing where the money flows. DD speed, truth that no one knows. MHP, leaders to the market. D cream beside me, making life complete. Toast and love served on a silver plate. Trading fortress, never trading fate. Streams alive with energy and fire. Profit vision takes me ever higher. Oh.
This is blowing my mind how much things are moving here. Is Nvidia gonna break out highs here or not? I've got this 892.5 level Nvidia. Finally, there's half gap tap one more time on that. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. We're not getting that sell. Shoot. This is my play. That's where I want to be short from. This is it. This is it. That's the one. All right, if I cut, I'll just be done. But man, I know the minute I cut, it's going to ride. Trim it back down to maybe 10. I don't want the bigger play though. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, we have had the most, I guess I would say, like, strange structure behavior that I've really ever seen. Since I started trading liquidity maps, from December until now, this has been the weirdest market I've ever seen. And all my years of trading this style. Bitcoin is having a nice bounce today. That is part of it. Yeah, we didn't see Bitcoin anything capitulate further. But suspicious, dude. Like I said, I feel by the end of the day we're lower. Like I said, I just feel it. There is no resistance pivot on Nasdaq unless we fill the gap all the way and then that second trade takes off. But the volatility is just not there. We're not seeing any kind of strong selling pressure. Nvidia is just holding strong. People are waiting to see if this moves higher. But this proves my point about liquidity crisis, guys. Look at this. Ready? Nvidia, Bitcoin, gold, Nasdaq. It's all exactly the same. The market is just responding to anything that moves. See what I'm saying? Now they're all in sync. Now, I'm probably about to cut this out, to be honest. But I know when I cut it, it's finally going to move. Like I said, I just feel by the last hour or two of the day we're selling. Decoupling from mega tech will most likely just like, essentially, you know, people are so upside down in some of these trades that anything that moves is scaring them out of other things. So with gold relaxing and Bitcoin relaxing and Nvidia relaxing, right? Nothing else is moving. But if any one of these three things start to sell, the stock market is responding to go lower because the dealers almost like hyper anticipating liquidation. So, yeah, I think we go all the way to 402. I'm going to give back everything I made today. So you see how gold sells, S&P sells, right? 1130, Bitcoin sells a little bit, Nasdaq sells a little bit, right? Anything that's freaking out, this is going to freak out with it. So as much as I want to grab the long and ride the long all the way back up, I don't feel it. I don't feel that this is a breakout run today. I feel like from here, 69.80 is resistance tonight to continue to press lower slowly. And then by Friday, we're hitting low lows, like low lows after CPI. That's my thought. Give a sense talking right now. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not trying to scalp this. I'm not trying to day trade this. I'm trying to be the person that sees something that nobody else sees. Like a liquidity crisis where Bitcoin and gold have created an event where if they start trading down, the market starts trading down. This is ridiculous, man. S&P half gap is it. That's where that trade is. I don't want to see that one, but unfortunately, guys, I only have about maybe like 10 more minutes for IDOC and I have to run out of here. But I'm going to stop at 360 if I'm wrong, and then I'm back into the trade tomorrow. My bet is if we stay underneath here, we end up closer lower by the last hours of the day. You go to flat close today? I don't know, man. I feel like this is a trap. I do. I'm watching everything out there looking mid, like nothing is looking strong and bullish. I think it had to squeeze a bunch of the shorts today that jumped in at the last minute. Keep an eye out today, guys, for the arbitrage indicator dropping below 0. Keep an eye out for resilience if it drops below 0. Nasdaq solid, but not bearish enough yet. The S&P is still okay. Yeah. Let me trim this wrist down to 15. Keep it light. Okay. And as much as I want to grab along here, I wanted to grab along here today, I still didn't do it because I'm still kind of on the fence about the greater market. So tomorrow morning, I might not be streaming. It just depends on what time the electrician gets here. If he gets here early in the morning, then I'm gonna have to cut out to get the work done as fast as possible. But if he doesn't get here early in the morning, I can maybe stream a little bit until he gets here. Yeah, that VIX turned down. It's not picking up any additional volatility from here. I don't know, man. Okay, and I got my yellow line here. He said, my belief is that we're below 206 tonight and tomorrow, but man, this is proving me wrong, so. We'll see. Got about 30 more minutes till the hour turns, and then we get the 2 o'clock. Maybe the 2 o'clock pushes us lower at the 350. Like I said, I'm still half gap trade. And my predictions, it always happens a day later, right?
Like mountains crumble down, each tick's a scream, no solid ground, chasing ghosts in a hollow town. Fate's a dealer, hand of thorns, Rick's a lover, leaving scorn.
What the heck at the end of that song? That was crazy. All right, you guys, I'm gonna kind of bounce out of here in about 5 minutes. We'll catch y'all early in the morning, hopefully, if I'm still able to get on. And then by tomorrow afternoon, internet should be fully fixed. We're gonna try to get the other team in on Monday. So we're still working out the final kinks of getting everything done, but I'm gonna get to them over the weekend and make sure that they're ready to go on Monday. We can start it up. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. IDOC and I have some stuff we have to do today for the new business, so we're gonna be out. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow and wish me luck on the internet. We'll see y'all in the mornings. Love y'all. Bye.